Hello, and we are back to that radical worksheet, and we are doing the evens this time. So the radical worksheet doing the evens. All right, number 2 is the square root of 81 times 10. So the square root of 81 is 9, so this is 9 root 10. All right, 216. Let's see, I bet 4 goes in there, but I also know that 36 goes in there. So 36 times the square root of 6, so we have 6 root 6. So I think if you do 216 divided by 4, you get 54. So now 54 is going to be 9 square root of 9 times the square root of 6. So the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 9 is 3, and you have root 3. So 2 times 3 gives you your 6, root 6. Number 6, 150. Let's see, 25 goes in there, 6 times? So the square root of 25 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25, root 6. All right, so we have 6, so 250, so 25 goes in there 10 times. So we have 6 times 5 times root 10. So we have 30 root 10. 25 times 10, 250. All right, so 30 root 10. All right, number 10. Okay, this is multiplication. So there's a couple ways we can do this, and one is to write -3 root 12. And then root 12 can be broken into 4 times 3. So we have -3 times 2 times root 3. So we have -6 root 3. All right, and the other way you could do this would be to look for the like terms here. So -3 root 2, and then 6 is root 2 root 3. Now, because these are the same, they're 2, so -3 times 2 is -6 root 3. So same answer, no matter which way you do it. Number 12, I probably would multiply these together. So we're going to take 15 times 6, and we get 90. So we have -4 root 90, and now I'm going to break it down that it's all together. So root 9, root 10, the square root of 9 is 3, so -4 times 3 is -12, root 10. Again, you could go this other route and just break it up, -4, -5 times 3, and then 6 is 3 times 2. Because these match, this gives us 3, and 3 times -4 is -12. And then we have these two roots left over, so it's -12 root 10. So you could do it either way. Alrighty, what do we have here? So the square root of 16 is 4, and the square root of 25 is 5. These 2's are going to simplify, so we end up with 4/5. Some people multiply together and then get 8 over 10 and then simplify, but I like to simplify first. Alrighty, so the square root of 75, so this is root 3, and on the bottom, I'm going to get 25 times 3 gets me to 75. So now these 3's cancel. And so what we're left with is 2, and then the square root of 25 is 5. So we end up with 3 over 3 is 1 over 10. All right, this top, the square root of 16, is 4. On the bottom, we end up with the square root of 3 and the square root of 4. So this square root of 4 is 2, and 2 times 5 is 10, and then we still have a root 3 on the bottom. And we are not allowed to have that root 3 on the bottom, so we're going to multiply by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3. So on the top, we get 4 root 3, and on the bottom, root 3 times root 3 is 3, and 10 times 3 is 30. Okay, now on the test or quiz or any assessment, remember you always have to reduce, and 4 and 30 are both even numbers, so I'm going to divide by 2, so I get 2 root 3 over 15. All right, number 20. Well, this one's easy after 18. We are not allowed to have a square root on the bottom, so I multiply by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3. So 5 times 3 is the square root of 15, and root 3 times root 3 is 3. We cannot simplify the 15 and the 3 because the 15 is underneath the radical. All right, this is a subtracting problem. So remember the coefficient here is 1, and we've got root 2, they are like terms. So negative 2 minus 1 is a negative 3, and leave your root 2. All right, square root of 48. So what's that? Square root of 16, square root of 3. So we have negative 4 times 4 root 3. So we have negative 16 root 3. And then in front, we still have negative 2 root 3. Now these are like terms because they both have this root 3, root 3. That's what makes them be their like term. So we're going to keep our root 3, and negative 2 minus 16 is a negative 18. So negative 18 root 3. All right, and that's it. So those are your corrections for your evens on your radical worksheet.